when you had these interviews, when did you have them?
Over the last 4 months, probably.
4 months. For you personally, what were the clearest insights you had? One or two? Because they're all very different people, of course.
Yeah.
And you are just at a particular time and space now, you know. So, for where you are now, personally, what were the main things you saw?
A lot of the folks that I interviewed, that all of these people I admired, and so I learned a tremendous amount from all of them. And just being in their presence and interacting with them was incredibly humbling and inspiring. But some of the things that really stand out for me was that it's clear how powerful it is to operate from a perspective of emergence, which is holding a place of not knowing what's going to arise next, but essentially it's trying to establish the conditions for what you're trying to accomplish to happen. So this comes out of the complexity sciences, and it's this notion that we're working with complex systems made up of lots of people and that are interacting with each other and learning from each other. And we can't pretend to know how to control and drive them. We can't know how to get them from A to B. There's no way that you can chart out how to get the city of Arnhem from where it is now to being a fully embedded ecovillage, right? However, what we can do is to create the initial conditions for the people of Arnhem to come together and bring forth a novel way of creating a city that's different than the way that they've done it before. And that's emergence. When that novel way, that new way of doing things shows up. And so the change agent's work is to go about not trying to get people to change, but by creating the environments like this event, actually, that help people to connect, inspire people with new ideas, point out where things are screwed up, and this complex adaptive system of all these people that are in the cocoa sector or in Arnhem or in the integral experience community actually will create those novel forms on their own. Right? You don't have to create it for them as some sort of superhero leader that sees the vision. Right? So I like that sort of. It's very much about a permaculture way of engaging with sustainability, because it's allowing the weeds to come up and allowing the diversity to engage and interact, and that's actually creates sort of one of the most healthiest and resilient systems that you can imagine. So that was a big one. Another one, it was very clear that lots of these folks who have kind of more complex meaning-making systems are deeply operating from intuition. Like, they definitely access their thinking mind, as one person called it, and use it as a tool to do hardcore analytics when needed, to bring in all of the knowledge necessary, but they're full-on complementing that with in-the-moment intuition, as Amit calls it, surfing the moment. And that was, that of course is inspiring, because it's with that intuitive sense, it's with that intuitive capacity that you can have faith and not get freaked out that you actually don't know what you're doing in the moment and that you don't know what's next. Right? there's this faith and this trust that they've developed that when I get to the horizon, I'll know what to do next. And right now, I just need to go as far as I can, and then I'll be able to see that the right question will be there, that the right connection will be there, that the right resources will show up. And
So there's time for one final question.
great.
I have a follow-up question, if nobody else. You mentioned operating from emergence, not knowing, and then you said create, or at least attempt to create initial conditions that make that more easy. Can you name some of the most important conditions and how you would assess if they're there or not? I don't want to call it measure, but
Yeah, that's a good question. So, one of the most important initial conditions is really fostering connection between the different actors in the system. So when we're working with the cocoa sector or the tea sector, one of the most powerful interventions that we can do is just bring them together and provide a safe environment for them to talk about what's really important to them. I spoke with the senior sustainability leader for a very, very, very big multinational. And he said that he's invited to go on these learning journeys once a year. They recently went to Central America for one. And he said that it's in those small group spaces where I'm away from everything else, where I'm with my people, right? That I can actually experiment and play with the new ideas that are coming up for me and test them out. Because that's the thing that people do with their intuition as well, is that they said over and over again, is they have an intuitive insight, and then they just check it out with people, right? They go say, what do you think of this, right? To kind of ground it and validate it. And so what this organization that does the learning journeys has done is basically has created this safe environment for these kind of global thought leaders around sustainability to come together and just be together. And that in itself is a major intervention, because then they're all bubbling and want to do stuff, and it's all coming together and provide space for it. So that's what I'm doing. And the way that you would assess that is, how often are the important people, the people with authority, power, and influence within the system that you're trying to work with, how often are they coming together on a regular basis and actually cross-pollinating and to generate ideas. And so I will be happy to speak with you about this offline, and I can recommend some books that I came across that will offer some more insight to that as well. And so let me end right there, because I want to respect you before. But it's exciting stuff, and hopefully I'll be done with my dissertation